Welcome, everybody. My name's Tammy, aka the Fearless Mama. Where did I come up with that name? I don't know. It was actually one of my mentors, and he said, "You know what? For everything you've gone through, I'm going to just nickname you the Fearless Mama." So now, 13 years later, I'm still in the member-to-member space. I'm here with my Fearless crew. We call each other the Fearless Crew. If you are a Get Fearless Freedom member, thank you for putting on your name, GFF. It's actually Chris. You can change yours. Kathy, welcome back. Karen, you're a GFF member. We have Donna, we have Mary Beth. Mary Beth is actually one of our top sponsors. Thanks for jumping on, Mary Beth. You have your brand new lady here, Karen. In fact, let me just tell that real quick story before my son does the overview. I was actually traveling back. Fun fact, Karen knows it, but Mary Beth might not know it. I was traveling back from New Mexico, and as everybody might have known, we were on a month-long vacation. So we literally, because of this business, have the time freedom to do what we want when we want. I'm semi-retired now in this space, and we just took off. I was able to see my parents for 2 weeks, but Mary Beth, I actually got the phone call onto the 800 number. I called her back. And I was traveling, wasn't I, Karen? I was in New Mexico and I said, "Hey, Karen, just so you know, I'm still on my road trip, but I'm going to give you a call. So no matter what, if you get a lead calling into the 800 number, I pick it up. I call whenever, wherever I'm at." Okay. Rob knows that. So I closed the sale, put $2,000 in Mary Beth's pocket. And here we are, now we're meeting Karen here for the first time tonight. Again, my name's Tammy. I'm I guess you could say, trainer online, and I have been successfully making money with these systems since I think it was when I first saw my very first system. I think it was like 2008. And I said, geez, this looks like something I could do. If I can advertise a website, I'm a very shy person, then I can do this business. So anyway, what we have here tonight is a Zoom where it's going to cover the 200, 500, 1,000, and 2,000 levels. You can make the decision. You can share this Zoom, this recording, and I'm going to put it in our Facebook group for the people that are interested in running with us, okay? Now, the special, I guess you could say, and the reason why I launched Get Fearless Freedom, the special use for Get Fearless Freedom is you can use it for any opportunity online. What does that mean? Well, most of the time people are looking for marketing systems and funnels. And since 2019, I've actually upgraded and updated the system so that people can use it. So whether you're remarketing Get Fearless Freedom or something else, you can use this system. I just think that that was really unique because a lot of systems out there, you can only resell it. And it didn't really make sense to me. And it's technically not really compliant. So I have more customers than I do resellers. Does that make sense? So in any online opportunity or network marketing company, especially if you want to look at those regulations, which this is not regulated, but those companies have to have more customers than they have resellers. It's just the way things have changed. And so that's the reason why I love GFF. Rob, I'm going to just introduce you real quickly and then you can share the presentation. This is my son. I tell everybody that he's worked with me for, for 31 years, ever since he was born. I think he came out as an entrepreneur because at the time when I had Rob, we were mortgage brokers, my husband and I, and we had 22 employees. We had 22 employees working for us at one point. And so when Rob was born, he was like just thrown into the world of mom and dad always, at the office and things like that. And that's kind of where he's seen us kind of progress. And then we got into restaurants. And then, like I said, in 2008, I think it was, and then 2019, I launched my own program. But he's helped me. He helps everybody get set up, which is super cool. You don't even have to be techie here. So he sets everybody up just depending on what level you join. So Rob, I'm going to have you take it away. And we're live on my YouTube and we also have it recorded. So we're going to get started now.
Awesome. Great intro, Mom. Thank you.
You're
Awesome to
welcome.
have everyone live and recorded. Gonna be a great night tonight. It's gonna be one of those things we gotta reflect on. I mean, what we're looking at almost November, right? And I remember in the beginning of the year, people are like, I'm gonna change my life. And then we're here now, and some of you haven't. right? And some of you have, and some of you have never had that opportunity yet tonight to change that life. We had a really great 2025. It's going very well. Obviously, there's going to always be hiccups with anyone in this life. There's always going to be ups and downs and pluses and minuses. But overall, grateful to be alive, right? And that's really the gratitude that you have when you get on these Zooms. Is you're alive, you're well, you're able to attend, you're able to see the vision that we have. So basically a background of mom and I, our company, what we do. What we've done is we've taken my mom's knowledge of 35 plus years self-employment. I've taken my modern day tech skills, my knowledge, and we put it into a box. We put it, actual business in a box, and we made it easy for you guys to refer people. So it's a peer-to-peer system. We have a very respectful community where, everyone has their questions of growth, questions of what they want of, the system, whatever you want to know about it tonight. That is what we have. Just like anything, if you don't see this screen, you want to run. Any company out there, if they don't have this, this is where you do want to run. If they promise the world and they promise backflips and somersaults and all that, you don't want to be in a company like that. You want to know that there's always going to be, it's based on your efforts, it's based on your motivation, your background desire. I've seen people where they get in and they literally look at it for a year and then they work at it, so it's like the gym. For me, I know that I don't get results if I don't go to it, so that's kind of one of those things. We're in October, right? Wow, my goodness, October. And a lot of people have this view of the world right now. That's what they have. They have this view. I'm just looking at the world and it only looks like this. Well, the thing is if you were a grasshopper in a small world, that is what your view is going to look like. You're going to see this small little viewpoint of the world. But what you're not understanding is right now there's literally hundreds of thousands of beautiful babies being born, families, new people getting married, new job promotions, new career positions, blessings every moment, right? New life being born all the time, babies, you have animals. We are always, as grasshoppers in our minds, right? We look at that small stuff. And so, what our mindset, we try to go, wait, is there a community out there that's going to help us online? Like, is there going to be? And I took this collage, mom wanted this, but I like splattered it onto this screen. Okay. And now obviously there's more than this because like I did Command A on my Mac and I like pasted it and it like looked like this. So that's what I could find in my one of my files. But we are a community of help, right? We help each other, we help everyone win. And so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the monkey ladder theory, but essentially, when you, as a person right now, wanting to get into an opportunity, or if you're already in this opportunity and you want to expand on it, what happens is the monkey theory comes into play every single time. And what I thought was really interesting is a monkey basically wanted to turn on the spigot of water, right? And every time he'd climb, I meant erase all that. Basically, every time the monkey tried something new, the water would turn on. Well, the monkeys, people, guys on the Zoom right here, we're on the Zoom. Someone joins in brand new. Well, we would start, kicking them out, trying to, beat them for joining a new opportunity. So that's what the human mind works as is when you want something new, your brain goes, nope, nope, nope. Like Donna, I want to level up to this level. No, not, 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 not. Tammy, nah, 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 nah. That's what it does. It automatically does that. So when you do want the change, you have to override it. You have to ask yourself this of your legacy and the choice of what you're going to write your check for. So that's why we created this incredible system. We knew that there was awareness, interest, consideration, intent, and purchasing when it comes to funnels. And we knew that we we didn't want, like this, you're calling up and you're like, oh man, am I going to get any help, right? We knew that actually we brought it into the hands of my mom and said, we're going to actually have a closing hotline. We're going to have it work for the people. And so we actually traveled as a family We went through Nashville, Tennessee. We went through actually the entire United States, 15 states in 30 days. We went through Graceland. We got to meet family and friends all the way back there. It was just a great time back in Niagara Falls. But the clapping, Donna, right? That was because we plugged into the system, right? We plugged into a system that actually provided that income to do that trip. And so that's really what we want you guys to do tonight is plug into a system that is really, really powerful, very automated and unique. And you just are taking and you're advertising with us. So really, there's nothing like it. Because a lot of people do look for, jobs all the time. They're looking on Indeed. I got to update my resume. Did you know people don't even do that? They say they're going to update their resume, but they don't even do that. So we have to plug in. We have to make it simple. We don't want the roller coaster ride. The roller coaster ride of our brains, right? We want to make it simple and we want to make it where you can write those checks for you. And the American, the Canadian, the Mexican, the Venezuelan, the European, whatever you want to talk about it, dream that you have is yes, still available, but you have to get off that fence, right? And that's what mom actually said Bruce would say. He said, "Get off the fence, Tammy. We're getting off the fence on that party." And that's actually really kind of the influence that mom even said to me is that's really the main thing is getting off that fence, right? And so really what we broke it down to, and I'm going to get to really the levels. I like to kind of explain and show you like, hey, this is some of the marketing images that we use and what we've done. But the thing is a lot of people are actually allergic to money. As crazy as that sounds, if I were to give you right now $1,000 to Justin or give $1,000 to whoever, Valerie, whoever, some people reject that automatically. So really it's that mindset, that community you got to plug in to know you're worthy of that. And another thing is people really, really hang up at this. They don't have the time, which, by the way, everyone has enough time. Apple's CEO, Tim Cook, has enough time. He says it all the time in articles and interviews. He runs literally $1 trillion company, and he has the time to talk and interact with friends and family. So obviously, time is actually never a thing. And the techiness is really all subjective, right? If you take me into an engine of my car and say, that's what I need you to fix, Robert, I would never know because I've never done it before. So that's why we knew that, but we took care of that. The traffic, that's always a big thing. Traffic is a massive thing because, like mom says, without traffic to a business, you don't have a business. So we have traffic and we do have the training that actually makes warriors as well. So we created a plug and play money system and it's actually really simplified in the back office. Looks very simple, but we did break it down very simple and we made it like that. So mom and I, what we've done is throughout the years, because we work together all the time, we actually figured out that there's a lot of secrets that these sponsors, like the ones that you're always seeing on your Facebook feed, your Instagram, your X feed, all that, all these people that are hitting these ranks, they actually don't want you to know that they use systems. And they, in fact, even use our system, which is not something that's very taboo, something they don't want you to know. But we actually have we allow them to use our system. So they bought into it and they knew that that was our core value right here, freedom and automation. So basically, really what we're doing is we broke it down. You saw like kind of I call it the skeleton of the business, right? You saw the skeleton of it. But what we're doing here is we said, okay, we know people don't like shipping things. Like that's something that a lot of people don't like doing. We broke it down to make it digital, right? And we're selling the tools that everyone needs because instead of just another system out there, something like another product, another system, another flashy, cashy thing that a lot of times you see out there, this is actually a system that helps those marketers, helps those businesses, and we're the blue jeans of 2025 and 2026, right? So we actually knew that. And that's the good news. You guys are getting paid 100% commissions for reselling this system, which is really amazing. And we broke it down to these comp plans. That's what we broke it down. Mom calls it a no comp plan company. It really is true because if it's 100%, it's like breaks it down really simple, but it's 200 to 2000. That's where the levels are at. And each level you get in at, that's where you make money at. So if you're at 1,000 level, you get to make money from that and down. It's very simple. It's instant payments. And even mom, when we're traveling or I'm traveling or whatever, we like to get this because that's in our middle name, travel, right? You know, a lot of people spend money on the Ferraris, Lamborghinis, all that stuff. Really, ultimately, I like experiences over the actual like flashy stuff. So get to go around the country. It's really cool. So we made this where it's a breakdown. You guys can screenshot this if you don't understand it right away, but what it is we made it a simple payment page where you can actually send and receive via the website of how you want to get paid. So a lot of people, they do like gold, right? They like gold. Look at gold. Man, 4,000 plus an ounce. You know, I mean, we don't want to be one of those that go, oh, I waited on Get Fearless a year ago, right? I'm still looking, but I waited a year ago. You just don't want to do that. You want to plug into something that works. And, you know, that's the thing. We did this. We made it, it's a self-serve business. You saw mom and I travel all the time. What we want is we want that with duplication, and that's what we're getting. And we've gotten with people. And, you know, self-serve businesses are great because when Bruce makes a sale, he does not want someone to be Bruce. What's this? What's that? What's this? It's all in the back office. And Donna makes a sale. She does not want to be bothered. She doesn't. She wants to make the money. And that's what we want. We want people to actually make that automation happen because it's all done right in the back office there. So really, what's cool is I'm going to get to basically our one-click funnel. That's what we do. We're improving this even. Mom and I, we just talked to programmer again today. We're going to be improving a lot of this. This is amazing stuff, even more that we're improving. But ultimately, what I'm skipping through, because I just like to skip through a little bit, because really it comes down to really, let me get to here. All right, let me get to the levels here, the actual levels. I'm going to get to this and then I'm going to get to the levels. So another thing that mom and I've come across, right, is how do you market this? Like this, that's right, that's great. This is amazing system, but how do you market this? So really it comes down to what approach are you comfortable with marketing? It really comes down to a you question, not a question to us. Because I, you know, personally, when I like marketing and I help mom alongside her, I don't mind doing Facebook and messaging and talking to people. I don't mind that. I don't mind inviting people to a free Zoom to overview and show what we have as a community. Some people are good with YouTube, right? They'll make a YouTube video. They'll say, hey, we got this going on. This is what it is. And then that's that. Some people are super shy. They don't even want to show their face on even on the Zoom. That's where classified websites and different, you know, offline strategies and stuff like that go, or there's email marketing and click traffic, solo ad traffic, and all that. So that's really the four basics. We broke it down. But the best part is we give you all the ads. Now, this might perk something up for anyone new. You know, your eyebrows may go up. Well, look at these ads. This is the ones we give you, Bruce. We give, you know, you the ads that look like this. I mean, who thinks of that one? Flavor of the month. You know, making money from program hoppers, people it shows a Titanic. I mean, we have ads like this with our English Bulldog. We have a penguin. We have these on day one, 150 plus images that you get to download onto your iPhone, Android, or Mac or PC. So that's really cool. But we also have the four powerful levels. So these are really where, again, they all separate themselves from anything you see out there because the 200 level is actually a massive value. Okay. Now we shortchanged this a bit because we're like, okay, you know, if we were to say this much of a value, people wouldn't believe us, even though that is what we put into it. So mom's system, way back prior to Get Fearless Freedom, she was actually paying a la carte to our programmer at least $600 to $800 per funnel. Okay, she'd be paying that, to actually build what we have now for you guys, unlimited capture pages, campaigns, and then the bridge pages and all that stuff. So really, it's kind of cool because mom said, "Hey, how can we give this to the community? Make it simple, make it where you can use it for any business, how we've ranked the leaderboards, used it for other companies, and it really only starts at $200. So $200, you can upgrade at any time. If you come in tonight, $200, you can actually upgrade with your person that referred you in, brought you to the Zoom, live recorded. You can actually get back and upgrade at any time. We also came up with our middle level, like I call it, from the bottom to like the middle-ish level. This is the 500 level. So paid one time, and you make this over and over again by reselling it. But we have like side gig hustles that are really great. My dad actually introduced a lot of his information and his business, and he loaded it back in the back office, simplified, and shows where to arbitrage our auction items. We actually have Craigslist auto reply software that works actually for any offline business. It's really cool. You get to resell that to people. We have a lot of other trainings and stuff. Of course, you can make 500 over and over again. So it's really cool. It's a great software you can use. You can sell it to real estate agents. I even was talking to Karen today. I said, Karen, you can sell this over and over and again to real estate agents or friends or whoever, lawn care services. You can do that, right? It's pretty freaking cool. So we also have, like again, this is Las Vegas. This is the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop. We were there just earlier this year, and this is, some of the stuff Dad and I like to do. We like to buy art and flip it and stuff like that. We got a Harley we're actually flipping. We bought this off one of the auction sites. We're not just a home-based business. We're actually an all-in-one business. We help people at any type of level. So look at that. That's a 1986 Harley, and Dad got that for 4,800. It's actually worth $18,000. That's how much that's worth.
And he was
So,
going to
yeah,
keep that a secret from me. I'll never forget that day. He's like all like secretive and he's talking to you and I go, "Okay, what are you guys up to?" So
hmm
this is
yep,
this is when I launched this 500 level program, by the way, which was just a few years ago. I wanted, and this is the thing about Get Fearless Freedom. It literally can set you free with the knowledge inside it. Because that's what we did. We stepped up and now we have this auction business that they do on the weekends. But anyway, getting back to that story, I was just like, wait a minute. So you're gonna tell my son, but what did you get? I'm like, what did you win? Because every time he wins an auction, I know I can see his face, it all lights up.
yeah.
So he wins this motorcycle, and it's a motorcycle that he's always wanted of his dreams. But
That
did
thing
he
was heavy
pay?
too.
It's
Oof.
heavy, but did he pay
Oh,
full retail for it? No. So
no.
we teach and we show everybody where these little honey holes are in the 500 level, where the auction is. So it's a really, really exciting program. I mean, I said, you know what? There's some like someday we're gonna literally host like an actual event and have my husband share on how he does these. That one painting right there in the middle that Rob is showing
Oh,
you,
yeah.
that Indian
Of
looking
Renee Portocaro.
Renee Portocaro. Literally, he took that one, he purchased it for like around 1,500 and flipped it for seven. I was watching the auction
Hmm
a year ago and I was just looking at my phone. I go, oh my God, and I'm texting Bob. I go, you won't believe it. Your painting that your daughter said is ugly is now going off for like 7 grand. It was
Yeah.
crazy. And this is the information you get in the 500 level. So now we're gonna go to the 1,000 level. This is
Yeah.
it gets exciting for me because I love high ticket. So the
And
1,000
mom loves training. So with 1,000
I do.
level, you're getting not only all of what you saw, right? And the ability, those funnels, the system, all that. And then you're also getting the training with mom's YouTube blueprints and all her stuff that she does. So it's really simplified. Like it's really not much of a read. We made it where our live masterminds really take hold because you're able to attend those, and that's where a lot of the value comes in too. having that 1,000 level plus reselling it over and over again, right? So that's why mom and I, the live masterminds, actually being a part of the community, feeling like, oh, wait, I can actually ask that question. That's what you can ask, and that's what we train at. It's really cool. Faceless video is actually a really big one nowadays, especially with AI and different things like that. Even like just recording, these phones nowadays are so good. I mean, there is no excuse to not record a video, even without your face. Like I'm not, I love my tech, right? I have a lot of newer tech, but one thing I still have is I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I don't need like the newest one. I mean, it's a good excuse to get one, tax write-off and all this, but I joke. Mom's always like, she's got one of the newer ones too.
I
But
do
that
now. My
thing is
first
her
video was on
money.
a BlackBerry though. My
Yeah.
first video was
She
on a
held,
BlackBerry.
she had an iPhone 11 till the iPhone 16 Plus came out.
Yeah.
So the excuse of I need the newest phone out there, or I do need to have, or I don't have a good phone, neither work because mama's the fearless mama. She's there to push you on these live masterminds and
Yeah, I
get you
still made a
guys into
million
money
dollars
making.
plus, so who cares
Right.
about the phone? I
Yeah.
still
Who cares about the phone? Yeah. The phone was basically barely even, yeah,
I
ticking.
have
It
my
said,
MacBook,
replace the
so that's all
battery.
I needed, yeah, to play that.
Yep. So, you can see we work yin and yang, mom and I. I know mom has her ways, I have my ways, and we really work together at this 1,000 level. And we also just really just said, we are going to have like a grand finale, and we're going to actually make it where not only the person reselling this 2,000 level, but also receiving the 2,000 level, everyone's going to win because the actual thing around this and the bonuses that actually occur around the 2000, this is where I get excited. Okay. So it's a $10,000 value. And that's really, really true because what we do is we broke it down. We added all the masterminds, the knowledge. I mean, we've said stuff on the Zoom where one lady, I think mom remembers this. We actually said something how you can use gold for something. She literally ran off with that information and she blocked us. She literally ran off with the information and was gone, and she didn't even join, and that was on a free Zoom. We talked about something we knew.
Yeah.
Just think about the actual stuff we know and how to help you out. It's crazy, all the stuff, the training, the postcards, the AI stuff I know as well. People really, and especially Jen, like I'm trying to like quote this correctly because people get offended, but it's really, I think every type of generation has their own like about AI. But what I say is AI is a tool and that is it. If you can use it as a tool, I personally like using it for the good. And that's really where we shine as a community when I train on this. So, AI can be really helpful. It's used in marketing for, I mean, it's really incredible nowadays, but that's what we train on with the videos and everything. So we're going to talk about automation again, but we're really going to talk about the bonuses as well. So mom has these packages where you can actually get traffic to your actual own funnel within 24 hours. We have a brand new campaign, a co-op campaign click where it rotates and the traffic goes to you with like a pool of money. It's really cool. So it's discounted compared to what it would be. But it's really, you're on here because it's what you don't know, right? A lot of people know what they know, but you wouldn't be here if you didn't know, right? Stuff, right? You're learning, your brain's always evolving. So we said the follow-up is really critical. Mom talked about this with me one time. She said, please put this on because the statistics really show it. People do not like talking to people. I mean, find it very fascinating. You walk into a coffee shop and the guy or gal says, hey, how are you doing, LaDonna, today? I'm doing wonderful. And you just talk back, back, back. But when it comes to a transfer of money, like they actually give you what you know you're worth. It flates out like a balloon. And so that's really where you gotta, I call it connect the dots, right? Connect it all in and say, let us do that. Let us do the talking. If you go like this in real life and you're really good with that, let us do the talking because we're really good with that when it comes to closing sales. So that's why we break it down. Again, it's a plug and play money system, an email system, and we have this membership benefit, which is really cool. Just like you were to, pay for the, gardening or whatever, you pay for anything, right? But we broke it down with all these membership benefits, a part of your account for only 47 a month, $1.56 a day, which is really, really, really cheap because of what we do and to be a part of our community. So
Hey,
we've
Rob,
done
want me
this.
to let me show the back office for everybody
Yeah, you can do that.
for
Sure.
the email portal. Okay,
Hmm.
do that. So I love email marketing and I've made a lot of money with email marketing. I used to be where I just didn't want to even be on social media. So I drive a lot of traffic. Like I collected 200 emails last month alone just with just a little bit of marketing, right? And I was traveling around the United States. Now on a good week when I'm posting ads and sending out emails and things like that, it's thousands, okay? But I realized that there was one thing that everybody would forget to do, which would be email your list. Who can verify that on here? Do you forget to email your list? I know that it's just a common problem. So for $47 a month, I think that right there is worth its weight in gold. I learned how to do email marketing. So I'm going to just share my screen. I'm going to show you what I do. So I'm just going to show a couple things too. You'll see where my programmer is amazing, but this is my back office, and this is where I can order clicks for you. So you'll see it's a 100% deliverability. I get the link right there. It's a rotator link, and I just send it off to my traffic guy, a guy that's built my list into tens of thousands of people, and I submit that once a week. So it's going to be in your back office. Now, the other thing I wanted to show is the email portal. So there's no one else that has this online. So I always make sure I see and look who my audience is every time I do a Zoom, which I'm doing a nightly Zoom every single night this week. By the way, I'm catching up because hey, I slacked off enough for a whole month, right? Not doing these Zooms. But this is what I do. Even while I was on my month-long journey, I would log into my back office. My back office looks different than yours. And I would log in here to my done for you email portal. I would sit down, I would, either go to Chat GPT, whatever it is, and I would maybe, pull up maybe another swipe email that I used to use all the time. So you get the point. So the subject line, everything is done for you. So I follow up with your leads. You can do it as well, but I used to get so sick and tired of training on email follow-ups. Okay. So we used to do trainings, like tons of trainings, and it would take so much of my time on teaching people how to do AWeber follow-ups and email follow-ups. You don't have to. You don't even have to with your member. You don't even have to do that with your member. So they would literally plug in, right? Am I like making some sense here tonight? Because like I said, most people do not want to figure out how to do an email. And I'm doing it for the $47 a month admin fee. Where do I make my money, you're thinking? Well, I resell it alongside everybody. So I resell it. I resell it and then I also take 20% of any time I collect and close a sale. So I sit down and I type into the message here, So like I did tonight, I sent it out to a lot of people on my list. I'll just give you an example. And it said live in 5 minutes, right? Who got that email? Probably a lot. But where was that
Oh
email
yeah.
coming from? Where was that email
Portal.
coming from? It was coming from my portal. The
And
person
no
didn't send
codes
it.
required, guys.
I
So
sent
if anyone's a veteran of marketing, no get response or AWeber codes. You
No,
literally click
don't
the
have to.
button on in your back office under capture and follow up, just right
Right here.
there. You can see under autoresponder, you just click the on button and go
You don't even
through
have
all
to figure
the,
out the form. You just literally click it
no.
on or on here. There's the two
Yep.
autoresponders that we use for you to collect your own leads. I do not see your leads ever. My programmer programmed it so that it pushes it out whenever I click send. Okay. So all I did was I click send, right? And then, of course, I'm on a lot of people's lists, so it's going to look like tons, but I'm on all of my members' lists. So I have like 5 emails where I break it up so it's not like bump, bump, But so I've sent out 2 emails today. So, an email, you also get a free paid email. You don't have to pay like, GoDaddy or anything like that because the autoresponders changed last year in February so that you'd have to have a paid email. So that's also another big change, but we didn't pass on the costs. We ate the cost and you get an actual free email too. It's right here underneath GFF email account. So,
Yep.
and it's really, really good. So, does anyone have any questions on the email and how it's done for you? So, you got the done for you callback line. And believe me, I used to not want to do callbacks. I used to be very, very shy. And so, I would be like, oh my God, what am I going to say to this person? Okay. Well, I'm not quite sure what to say to this person. 13 years later, I don't think there's a question that I can't answer. Marketing. Okay. Don't ask me anything outside of marketing because I don't know it. I'm talking about marketing. There's only so many places that you can advertise, right? We can't advertise on the moon yet, but you can advertise here in the United States. By the way, this is worldwide. As long as you can send and receive payments, we can even use Wise now for people up in Canada. We have all those instructions when you join. So now Rob's going to go into the bonuses, 7-figure earner, business in a box. This is what we started last September. We decided that because people love physical things, there's an option. You can either get a discount off of the top of the 2000 if you have a laptop or whatever, and some people, hey, they have that option. Or if they want a laptop, then they can have Rob set them up. And I'm going to have him go into detail and what he does. He does a phenomenal job. Us as marketers say, here, Rob, here you go. And he's sent out, you've seen that one screenshot. I don't even know. I've
Oh, it's so much. It's
hundreds
so
of
much.
laptops.
Yeah, I couldn't fit it all on,
The week before
just
we
the amount
left,
of
you sent out like 8. It was crazy.
yeah, it was crazy. I mean, it was this is something where a lot of times people say, "All right, you're on the Zoom, you're never going to see anything like it." But really, you have seen something like it. You have seen a lot. This is something, a company where you haven't seen anything like it because no one does it and they don't even want to do it. That's another point. Mom said, "Well, is there someone?" I said, Mom, you're really going to think that a marketer, someone that's on the internet, is going to take time out of their day to load for an hour or two on a laptop for someone that's brand new in the industry? No, they don't have the heart for that. So I took my heart for setup and my tech knowledge and I put it into people and I breathed it back into people's lack of really their tech knowledge, right? So I said to myself, look, you can always install spark plugs in your own car. You can go on YouTube, you can look it up, buy the part, get the OEM numbers and all that, and then install it. But are you going to do it really correctly? You may have a misfire. And so when it comes to technology, a lot of people really just don't understand technology, and that's fine because when you don't, this is the thing, when you don't, it's just because you haven't done it or you just haven't been in that field. I was talking to a really nice nurse friend, and she says, Rob, would you know how to take and put an IV and then cut it at this 0.05 milligrams and do all this? I go, oh my goodness, no. She goes, exactly. See, and that's why I appreciate you for your technology. And I said, well, I appreciate you for your nursing knowledge. And we just had this great talk. So it really comes down to we're combining, and this is quote what Mary Beth said, and she's one of our top great friends, really great friends. And so she said, Rob, what you're doing, I see it. Aha moment. She said this. You're combining the digital with the physical. I said, oh, whoa, wait a minute. That's true. Yes, we are. And so we actually ship these guys out, and I source them really well. I find really good laptops, some not like a gaming laptop where you can launch NASA rockets off of it, but something that's good, something that's very, very fast. I'm a tech nerd. I almost got hired at Apple in 2020 and then COVID hit and all that, but I am a tech nerd. I've gone into Apple stores where, they'll walk away, the Apple guys, they'll walk away and I say, "Oh, it's that." And the customer goes, you work, do you work here? No, I don't. But that's the knowledge, and that's why you guys are going to be able to apply it with me, and we're going to launch a business together. So really what you're getting is something really amazing. You're not only getting Get Fearless Business, but you're also getting the laptop where it's shipped out to you and all your marketing images, your classified websites, all the automation, all the software, all the tools, everything is loaded into this laptop. And then you guys are set out like little free birds, and you can actually really market Get Fearless as well. So this is really cool because you're not only getting the laptop, you're also getting my ultimate GFF setup. So it's actually a one-on-one Zoom call or call with your people. So let's go, you run a solid 2000 or you're wanting a 2000 level tonight. You actually are able to get that one-on-one. And this is not something like end of the Zoom and now we're going to talk all the goodies. This is really what people have experienced. And so you're getting all of my great setup. You're getting my email overviews. It's a really, really amazing business because mom calls me her OCD son, and I am. I actually applied my, I call it OCD ways into the good because my car is absolutely spotless. If it was an Uber rating, they would say, is there a 11 out of 10 stars? Because the car you could like this, like eat rice off of. It's that clean. That's my thoroughness with the business for you. I joke, I see what I do. I weave in some jokes, guys, but I make sure you guys are tip top shape, getting your laptops in your hands and being able to have the business you deserve in your hands. So it's really kind of cool because you have a choice of a Windows laptop or a Google Chromebook. I even can do technically Mac, but it's an upcharge. If you want to do a Mac, I know how to do Mac, but it is an upcharge. So this is really something that we really pride ourselves on, and we like to, have it. And look at mom. I mean, she has autopilot days where, it just sells itself because when you have a laptop,
That
see,
was right
when
before we
someone,
left for the trip. That's how I paid for it. No, I'm just kidding, everyone.
uh, when
It's-
someone,
No, it's really when I talk to them on the phone, which hey, who doesn't want a phone call anymore, right? I mean, we're so used to this inbox galore on Facebook. I'm still a good old-fashioned phone person. But yeah, it was right before the trip. So, but yeah, I like I said, if Rob sets you up, the sponsor pay, not the company. We don't pay for the laptops and all that kind of stuff. It's actually the sponsor kicks the money back to my son. So it's really easy. So if a person joins and I talk to them on the phone, I say, okay, this is the registration link, and they go sign up, and then boom, they will get the invoice from Rob. So it's really really easy. So it's a sponsor based bonus, which obviously is fair, and so you're still pocketing right around 1450, something like that in your pocket, and we take care of the rest. It's really really super cool. And yeah,
yep.
we thought
Because
that
there's laptop costs, right?
absolutely
Laptops are not cheap, they're not expensive. So the
right.
kind I find, they at least have 8 gigs of RAM,
Hmm.
I mean, it's always, of course, everything varies. It's always going to vary, but it's a good laptop. It's a very good laptop, and I
Yep.
know them. I
And
know
like I
how to
said, if
find
you
them.
have a laptop already, you can still
Yeah.
get the discount and then have Rob set you up too. That's the other thing. And Rob does that for like right around, was it 300 for a full setup?
Yes,
No.
if you want, let's go. You have a laptop, you're on one, you bought it one last month, and you see this, and you're like, all right, well, that's awesome. I know I'm going to offer to others, but I don't want that. You can get back to who invited you tonight, and they'll actually be able to say, okay, well, Rob, what are you doing? What's this whole breakdown? Because it will be like a setup or it will be like a discount, some sort of thing, but it will work out to your favor.
Right.
We build it like the 7 minute video said. We build the business custom to how you like it. So,
Hmm. Anyone have any questions? Because we're about ready to wrap it up. We did the uh, Zoom on YouTube. So if you do follow me on YouTube, We love YouTube. YouTube has a lot of value for us. We do a lot of training on YouTube, but I just wanted to make sure that we did get a good recording tonight, especially for the new people that are coming on board and for the busy season because November and December, a lot of people are literally looking to make some extra money for Christmas. You know, I can't believe Christmas is coming up already. So utilize me. Utilize the 800 number if you want to test the 800 number. Go ahead and do that. But if you're a member, make sure you leave a message so I don't call you and text you because I will. I've had members throughout this whole year call the 800 number, and I'm like, oh, it's a member, but they didn't leave a message, so they got a text, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm already a member, I already joined. So if you do call it 800 with the ID number. Where do you find the ID number of the person that invited you here? It's super, super simple. It's right on their website. So, yes. The question is, do you have any deals for Black Friday? Gosh, we're already into Black Friday. I didn't know that already. It's not even Halloween yet. It's not even Halloween yet. I might. I might have some deals for Black Friday. I haven't even thought that far ahead yet. I'm still on October 13th.
The laptop is definitely already a deal.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
that's already
God.
a
That's like,
deal. I mean, if I
did you
saw
know
that
that's a
right away,
$650 deal, Marquis? That's a
that's insane.
$650 deal. It's Black Friday every day at GFF. Yeah.
That's right. That's right, Donna. Yep.
Right now, the deal is if you join by
You,
midnight
I
tonight,
could, I
then you'll
could,
get a
you could,
laptop.
you know how people bet money on sport betting? You could bet money on a company. Where do they give you a laptop? And I would win every time, and I'd be collecting in that bet money because no one
Yeah, there's
does
no
it.
other high
They
ticket
don't
that
want
does.
it. It's like it's not that no one does it. It's like no one could incorporate something like that because it's like why would they? Why would it be to their? It's out of their. You understand? It's like Mary
It's
Beth
out of
gets this.
his
She
time. Rob
it's
takes the time
time,
to
but
do
it's
stuff.
it's buying the physical laptop, right? It's
Yep.
not all profit to your sponsors, guys. It isn't, but it's time value of money. You have someone that's very happy. They get a physical, actual product, something that they can use for years and years and years to come. So that to me is a Black Friday deal that will be every
Absolutely.
day.
Let's have Mary Beth come on out. Do you mind, Mary Beth, talking here tonight? And congrats again on Karen. I mean, hey, we love these $2,000 sales, and we do them all the time, huh, Mary Beth? So I've worked with Mary Beth for many, many years. So if you want to go ahead and give your testimonial, we still have it recording.
Yeah, can you hear me, Tammy?
I can.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks again. Yeah, you and Rob did a fantastic job. I mean, you broke everything down very simplistically and, explained everything about this amazing business that just gives so much value to us as members. And it literally is a complete business in a box. I mean, anything and everything that anybody would ever need inside of a business to get up and running quickly, to be able to position themselves for, success, short term and long term is all contained within GFF. I think it's just a fantastic business model, tremendous value. I mean, the training is, absolutely incredible. The value, I think that laptop deal is sensational. It is because nobody else in the industry offers that. And people, really appreciate that. And it really gets them set up and running very quickly and being able to, have everything they need to be successful. And that's important from tools, resources, training, traffic. Everything is included. The softwares, each individual digital product package has its own unique benefits. And the 2000 is really superb. It really is. I mean, that laptop, the way Rob sets those up is just, I can't even believe it because nobody can touch it. The full setup is just absolutely amazing. It gives a member everything they need. Everything is customized for them so they can hit the ground running and they can go out there and make it happen quickly. There isn't a huge learning curve. He has everything, in one location for them. So I think it's fantastic. And I mean, I just appreciate everything that you do. And now that you're going to be running these Zooms and ramping it up for the busy season, I mean, this is just the place to be. It's fantastic. So
Hmm.
yeah, thank you. But yeah, I mean, I love how you incorporate that traffic, option into the back office because that takes all the guesswork out of the equation. It really does. People don't have to stress and don't have to guess where to go for the best traffic out there. It's actually going to help them to build their list and then be able to start to produce and convert, a percentage of their leads that they have coming in through your done for you email portal and that traffic source. It's amazing. Everything is just in one location. It just makes it very simple for people. And that's what people need, and that's what they appreciate. And really, to have success, you have to have something simple that doesn't, overwhelm them, and doesn't have that tech involved where they're going to just, get all stressed out and then not be able to move forward.
Right.
So yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for being so awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
thank
I guess you
you.
were busy tonight. That's why I pinged you and I was like, "Hey, can you jump on for the
Oh, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you
check-in?"
did. Yeah, I'm glad you did, Tammy.
Yeah, and like I said, I messaged you. I was like, "Hey, I'm not training, but I'm certainly going to be closing sales this month when I'm gone because it's just in my blood. I love it." My husband and I, we've been, entrepreneurs for 37 years, so I mean, I'm very comfortable talking about businesses and especially the home-based business, but it's really not hard. Even if you join at the 200, let's just say. Okay, I mean, we've all talked about the laptop and things like that, but the 200 level has so much value back there. I'll show everybody real quickly. I mean, to set a page up, I wanted to make sure it was really, really simple because I know, once again, like Mary Beth says, we want to keep it simple. So here's again the done for you packages. Let's say you wanted 100 clicks, you just wanted to test it out, right? $120. If you join tonight, I'll double those clicks for you. Okay, if you join tonight. But let's just say you start out, you're going to create a page. This is your create a page template. I have 4 of them right back here. So you don't even have to figure out what you want to say. And one step further on the dashboard, when you join and you activate your back office, like when you pay, send the money to your sponsor, you're going to have literally right here underneath where your sponsor's picture is, it's going to literally have a one-click funnel already set up. I know that's mind-blowing for people that used to have to set all these funnels up and all these systems, but it's literally going to take that person from the capture page to the sales page to the registration page. And it's really simple. This is what it's going to look like. We have the testimonials up here for you already on the page. This is a 7-minute video put together for you and your registration link. Boom, right there. So I even did a video. I was joking with Mary Beth. I says, how can we, like if someone's signing up on a phone, how can we even show them literally how to sign up even easier? And I says, listen to this video. I recorded a video one night. She's like, Tammy, it's wonderful. It's brilliant. So you create whatever level you want to join at. If you want to join at the 200 tonight, okay, the 500, 1,000 or 2,000, you would click that button. It's a radio button. So you would click that button. It's going to show your referring partner. Make sure that's the correct person that you're going to be joining with, okay? And then you just create your account, register. You just click the terms of service, click register. It's going to take you to the next page, which is going to show your sponsor's payment from your sponsor's payment, and then you're just going to send them the money. It's member to member. I don't touch any of your money, never see your money. It's a transaction between you and the person paying you. That's very important, okay? And then it's
It's
a
a
monthly
two-part system, right, Mom?
part
Two
system.
payments, two
Two
payments.
payments. Yep, the
Yep.
whole payment, the 2047 does not come to me. The 47 comes to the company and I. It pays for my programmer and my server. I really don't see any of the 47 a month, okay? I'm just telling you that I'm here to work alongside you. That's how I want it to be set up. And then again, we have testimonials on here. I always put Mary Beth's at the top. Just because she's a top sponsor that she's been working with us for so many years. And the other thing, like I said, is, if you have multiple streams of income, a lot of people do, then you can use the pages for that. Okay. I started demonstrating that. So you just create a capture page and then you just redirect it. You create a campaign back there. It's really an amazing system. I love it. That's why I've kept it for 6 years now, going on 6 years. So, anyone have any other questions? I still think that I mean, it's like Donna said, this is Black Friday every day. I mean, where can you get all this value? You know what I mean? And the bonuses that we're piling on. It's crazy. How does the system fit into other businesses or other systems being used? I love that question, Justin. Let me demonstrate that. So let me share my back office. Let's say you joined at the 200 level, or maybe you join at the 500 level. You want the Craigslist auto reply software, right? Or you want the $1,000 level to create a YouTube channel. Where does Mary Beth and I get a lot of our sales? YouTube. Where do we get a lot of our sales? Facebook. Those are two places that we focus on a lot. I've literally ranked up to leaderboards from Facebook and YouTube with my capture pages from for other offers. So this is what you do. You would log in here, Justin, and you would log into your back office right here, and you would create a page. Let's do a template, and it takes maybe 10 seconds. I've just clicked 3 buttons. There they are. That's that page. You would save it. Let's save the capture page. Why aren't you making what you deserve? And I'm telling you, these times, uh, even 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 as an entrepreneur and making millions of dollars, I'm still always looking for a deal. So Rob would be like, "Hey, mom, this gas station has 20 cents off, right?" So we would go over there to this gas station to get 20 cents off when we're traveling 7,200 miles all around the country. I mean, you're always looking for a deal. But you would go then to create a new campaign. So Justin, you would name it like this, Justin's page. You would select the page you want to pick. Look at all the pages I have saved.
Now, what she's showing you here, guys, is this is an unlimited link creator. So
Unlimited. Oops,
this
I tried
campaign
to.
creates unlimited links, which then that link, to be a professional marketer, you would just buy a cheap domain, something like, from namecheap.com,
Right.
and you would mask it with that website. Now, if it's just a quick campaign you created here and you just gave it to a friend or whoever, then yeah, give it. But I'm saying in order to like create, let's go for another business and you had, lumber sales with me.com, you're selling lumber.
Yeah,
Well, right there, the capture page then is going to go to your list, which you're
exactly.
building your list, and then it's going to go to the next page, which whatever page or website you have that explains that because most
It's
websites
your
or
redirect
GoDaddy and
link
stuff
right
like
here.
that, yeah, this is a simplified version of building an automated business. So that's what we have right there. That's the link creator. I call it the link creator,
Yeah,
because
he
it
calls it the
creates
lead
those
creator. I call it the campaign creator.
campaign create. Yep.
Whatever it is, whatever opportunity you have, let's say, Justin, let's just say whatever, you're always going to want to send people to a capture page or squeeze page that collects their email because there's people that will not join you on the first exposure. So if you're working your tail off in Messenger all the time and you're expecting to make $1 zillion a year, you're not. You got to build a list. That was why I sent out an email, hence, hey, list building 101 tonight. Most people don't realize that if they're going to be an online entrepreneur, it doesn't matter whether you're a realtor, whether you're whatever you are, if you're collecting leads online, then you need to have a capture page or squeeze page. And mine are like some of the highest converting pages you can get. Okay. So I'm on a Zoom, and for some reason, it is not selecting that for some reason while I'm on the Zoom. So, but your redirect link will go here. So wherever you want it to go, you can send it to a domain name, and then you would select a category. You would select whatever you want. Like, I have different categories, and it keeps you super organized. Like when I decided I want to make millions of dollars online, I knew I was going to have to get organized. I knew I was going to have to. Okay. So instead of always keeping lists on my notepads and things like that, I keep lists in databases. I even back my databases up, you know? Let's say you lost your Facebook account tomorrow. Would you still have your team? Would you still have your online opportunity, or is Facebook where you keep everything? Hey, Kathy, nice to see you. I was telling Mary Beth that you connected back with me, so make sure you get back with Mary Beth tonight. But that's what I'm talking about is like you want to make sure as you're working online, I've taught this many, many times. And by the way, I have all these trainings back here. I have the Fearless Masterminds of, oh my gosh, how many? We have so many Fearless Masterminds, like I wouldn't even have to go live all the time. right? Because I like my freedom. I like my time freedom after I'm a fearless mama. So this is a Zoom mastermind. There's 47 minutes there. How to create a Facebook event for your opportunity. Like people wonder how do Rob and I get to the top of the leaderboard? Well, we're doing Facebook events, we're doing Zooms. Maybe you want to do a Zoom for your opportunity. Maybe you want to be the leader. You know, I have all that training back here, especially the monthly masterminds and beyond the limit, because it's all mindset. Again, it's all mindset. I mean, beyond the limit, right here at the 1,000 level, I'm telling you, is literally going to help you get out of your shell. Again, I had to do that if I wanted to make millions online. But getting back to your question, Justin, it's right here under new campaign. So let's just say whoever brought you here tonight, you register on their link, you got an email, you got an inbox, however you got here tonight, and you would just walk through, you'd put Justin's campaign like this, select a page. I don't know why it's not doing it for me tonight, Rob, with the Zoom. Do you want to log into yours and show them?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, sorry. It's just my Zoom's very glitchy and
Sometimes Zoom does glitch, so I've
yep.
always had it glitch sometimes. So
But that's how you can 10 time your current opportunity, Justin. And who brought you here tonight, by the way? And it's okay. You can just message me privately or whatever. But yeah, Rob's going to show you how it works. It's really good. It's really great. And we have services, like I said, if you need a setup, my son's there to help. But here he's going to demonstrate on one of his demo
so yeah,
accounts.
this is my demo account, which shows the one-click funnel. So right here is the one click. When you first get into the system, it's going to ask you how you want to get paid. And you just click on example one, you highlight all that, you paste it, and after that, you click submit payment options, right? And then you're going to get to your main funnel here. And you're like, great, I have that one click funnel that I can forward, to any website like gffwithjustin.com or gffwithbruce.com, whatever, right? So that's the link that you would have. That's the default link. All right. And then anytime you want to create a page, and this is for either, another page for GFF marketing it or on another existing business. You just click, click, and if you want CAPTCHA, it explains itself. This is an RTF text builder. So anything that you copy from like the internet and you paste it into here, most likely it will work with fonts, like fonts that look really cool. Sometimes it doesn't always work, but it's a really great funnel builder. When you click save, you're gonna go into campaigns. Now you can click save like this and then click create a campaign. Now, this is a new account. This is the account for purposes of training. But you would see right here it says attach an autoresponder. So what does that look like? It's going to look like this. And then you would get an account. We recommend getting a get response account, to be honest. That's the easiest. So you would go through all that. And then basically, let's just go, you've ignored all that. You just want to create a campaign. So you would just call it, here's test 1, 2, 3. You can choose your capture page. So you choose that. You're going to go to google.com. It's just going to forward to there. And then we're going to put it under general marketing. So here's general marketing. Click save. Now, where is that? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be in the categories you saved it. So you click it, you go to general marketing, and here is your link. That is your unlimited link creator or campaign creator. That's the link where you go, okay, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go to namecheap.com. I'm going to sign up an account. I'm going to get with GFF with Justin.com. Or you can you would take not this link because I'm just showing you that's what you would use for another business. But if you have your one-click funnel, you'd copy that one-click funnel and you would forward it for only $9 a year, just like that. See, and or you can use their code for $6.49 for a new account. And that's it. Like
That's it.
literally that's it. Now, if you want like the automation of
Well,
the
we just showed
emailing,
everybody
then
what to do without even paying us.
yeah. Yeah, so it's it. That's it. Like it's
That's it.
literally that simple. When we say it's a simple system, it really is because, you know, if it's new to you, it's new to you. But if that's why you got us, we had the training, we have the lives and everything, but it really breaks it down. We have it simplified on the side right here. You know, we have a bridge page. Look at this. You can actually create GFF bridge pages. Look at this example I have. I have a fully loaded demo account, so you guys can see what I do. But this is part of what you would get at the 2000 level or even 1000 level or whatever you want to work in with how you want to get this set up. You know, there's bonuses and deals that even Mary Beth has done it at the 1000 level. She's done stuff that, you know, she's worked with me, whoever has done. But this is an example of what I would do. You would have a really professional build out. You'd have, you know, where they go to the next page, goes to the 7 minute video. That's the bridge page. I also load all these capture pages. Look at these. These are all like literally over like I think 30 of them I load into your account. I actually manually load all these with RTF. So it's really cool. Rich text format. That's what it stands for. So when you click on one, like you see this cool looking like green text and all that. That's actually RTF. That's where it's like when you highlight it like that, you know, it's saved. So that's what I do is I load that all into your account and it looks really fancy and looks really good. Um, but yeah, this is how simplified the system is. It's on the left, you have your trainings at the top, you have your profile editor at the top right, and it's that simple. And you have one link to worry about, and you begin marketing just like that. And then you get your day one marketing images and all that. And really, you know, it's simplified. It's simplified like that. So just
Thanks for
wanted to share.
explaining that. Yeah, thanks for
Sure.
explaining how to set that up for another opportunity for him. Pretty easy. And there's a video that'll help you step by step. So cool. All right. Well, Justin, if you want to call the 800 number, he just told me who invited him here tonight. So that's awesome. One of our members that is doing email marketing. And you know, like I said, that's the best thing is you don't have to do social media marketing. You can, you know, run postcards, you can do, you know, magazine ads, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you name it. That's where you put your domain name and it's really super simple. So, okay, everyone, anyone else have any other questions for me? Again, I have traffic. You can order the traffic tonight. If you're an existing member, you just log into your back office. I will have this recording put up as well in the main group. And I'm just excited that you guys all jumped on here tonight. I appreciate it. Um, okay, great. Yeah, he's just private messaging me. If anyone has to leave, I totally understand. You know, that's the cool part. You don't he doesn't remember speaking to the person. Well, you know what? He didn't. He placed an ad. And you opted on it's usually a solo ad. So just so everybody knows, like if you're looking for an online opportunity, there's places that we advertise and you at some point opted in, you put your email because it's called permission-based marketing. So that means that you put your email into his capture page and now you're getting my follow-up emails. Isn't that cool? So you don't even have to speak to anybody. This is not network marketing. This is internet marketing. There's a huge, huge difference. So we get people that, you know, that get sales all the time and they don't speak to anybody. You don't have to. That's the best part about it. You don't have to speak to anybody. I speak to them for you. You know, if you want me to talk to your leads, I do that at the 800 number. That's why I'm demonstrating. You can call the 800 number. It's a sizzle message. It won't go right to me. It's a voicemail, recorded voicemail. You can just listen to it and then leave a message and I'll get right back to you within a day. Right, Karen? In fact, I texted Karen
Yes,
first. There she is. How did that work?
it was great. Thank you so much for calling me while you were traveling back. That was appreciated.
It made the time
And
go faster for me.
yes.
I was on I-40 going from New Mexico to Flagstaff that day.
Wow. That's fun that you get to travel a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
with an automated system and you can plug in anywhere from the internet. I mean, this phone right here is just amazing. This is my 7-month-old granddaughter.
Aw.
Isn't she
She,
cute?
she's
That's
cute. Yes,
next time she's
adorable.
going with me because I couldn't stand it a whole month without Charlotte Fay. It was horrible. Horrible. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, welcome to the community. We're glad that you're here. And yeah, and we're gonna get you rocking and rolling and all set up. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
you're welcome. You're welcome. And one of the things I think I pride myself on is being a transparent owner of a program. So that's the reason why everybody can call into the 800 number because I know for me, I always wanted to speak to the owner. And this is why I tell everybody when you're reviewing an actual opportunity, try to actually talk to the owner. Know who is behind the system. I have Rob, my son. He's worked with me since like 2017, I think, 2016. And then I have, my programmer. I don't know how to program. I have no clue how he put that together in the back office. I have no idea. But I can resell it. I can click buttons and drive traffic to a capture page. And that's what I realized was my strength was lead generation, you know? So for this week alone, I'll give you guys an example. I'm building my get response because the money is in the list. The money is not on my social media. The money is in my list, and I will just wrap up by saying this. If you don't have a list and you're trying to actually send out to people and get sales, and you're hustling constantly on social media and you don't, that's just not a business. You gotta literally get traffic that opts onto your capture pages and then that can actually do things while you're out enjoying your family. So tomorrow I'm going to be with Charlotte all day, but tonight I'm setting up all my traffic so that all these leads are coming in. That's just how I do things. So yeah, I love it. But this is what I do. I set up my campaign. So I log into my own back office back here. Um, Set up well, there's actually campaigns that are, it's really glitching out on my end tonight, Rob. The Zoom.
Yeah, on a
I'm
Zoom
freezing
host
up and
account.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay. But yeah, I just log into mine and I just literally set up campaigns so that I don't have to be sitting in front of my computer. Because that's the last thing I want to do when I'm taking care of Charlotte, you know? So I spend 90 minutes a day. That's it, running my business. 90. So, and I'm helping other people. So, like my 10K in 30 days challenge, my 90-day challenge, my journey across the United States, I set that up. I have just literally campaigns. This is the one that I did though. 90-day challenge. I always am challenging myself and my community. So we got until the end of the year. We still got the rest of October, November, and December to, make sales with this amazing system and I'm improving it. I just had a meeting with my programmer, like Rob mentioned, and I'm probably going to be doing like an inner circle group in 2026 to show everybody how to follow up if you want to do your own email marketing. I mean, that's stuff like a lot of the top sponsors don't even share out there. So, but here in this community, I always try to make sure we're always learning something new because we can always sharpen our skills. But yeah, traffic is number one. So once you get your system set up, just plug into the traffic. Udemy, that's a good one. Just there's traffic vendors everywhere, but like I said, I use YouTube a lot. So okay, everyone, thanks for jumping on. Make sure you get back to the person that so you get the bonuses for tonight before midnight. Traffic bonuses, I'll double your traffic. You'll get a laptop shipped out to you. Look at Rob, he's looking around like, "Hey, I got work to do." He just met with Karen today, so he told me. So we got more time to get more people on board this week. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Rob.
Yes,
Gotta go
yes.
off
I'm
on my
on my
live stream.
travels right now.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
doing my freedom.
He's doing his freedom.
People